You've probably seen the videos or heard the claims. Tiny ants, using pebbles as tools to crack open seeds. It's an amazing picture, right? A miniature army of engineers, cleverly breaking into their pantry. It suggests a level of planning that just feels human. But is it real? Do ants actually have the foresight to pick up a tool like a tiny six-legged primate? The answer isn't quite what you think, and honestly, it's a lot more interesting. We're going to explore the real science of ant behavior to figure out how they actually handle seeds. Welcome to the world of ants, where we explore the incredible ways these tiny architects shape their surroundings. The story that ants use tools to crack seeds has gone viral. You might have even heard the one about ants breaking coriander seeds into 4 pieces, because splitting them in half won't stop them from sprouting. It's a fantastic story. It paints a picture of ants as tiny botanists who have. And this narrative is powerful because it just feels right. We see ants doing complex, coordinated things all the time. Building using tools seems like the next logical step. This habit of our giving human-like qualities to animals is called anthropomorphism. We see an ant struggling with a big seed as a problem, and we imagine it finding a solution the way we would, by grabbing a tool. But in science, just watching isn't enough. You have to ask why and how. And when we apply that rigor to the seed-cracking question, while the coriander story is popular online, there doesn't seem to be any published scientific evidence to back them. To get to the bottom of this, we need to meet the specialists. Harvester ants. Species like Messer barbarus are true granivores. Their diet is almost all seeds. Their whole life revolves around finding. For these ants, a seed isn't just one meal. It's food security. Their nests have complex underground rooms, called granaries, built for long-term storage. When a forager finds a good seed, the first challenge is just getting it home. If it's too big, it might be left behind, or a team might work together to haul it back. Once at the nest, the real work starts. If it's too big, it might be left behind, or a team might work together to haul it back. Once at the nest, the real work starts. A sprouting seed is a useless seed. It's already using up all its stored energy. To stop this, some species have developed using their powerful mandibles, their built-in pliers and scissors, they can chew away at the seed coat. In some documented strategies, they specifically find and destroy the radicle, which is the part of the seed embryo that becomes the main root. By destroying that, they disable the seed's ability to grow. Other strategies involve moving seeds between chambers with different humidity and temperature levels, basically drying them out so they can't sprout. They aren't cracking seeds with rocks. They're carefully dismantling and preserving them with their own bodies and by engineering their home environment. However, other harvester ant species, like the Florida harvester ant, actually rely on some large seeds germinating so they can be consumed. So, let's get to the verdict. Do ants use external tools to crack seeds? Based on the available scientific evidence, there's no convincing, reproducible proof of this. Hi there, we're introducing a new feature. The image of an ant picking up a rock to smash a seed is, as far as science can tell, a myth. They don't seem to need to. Their mandibles are more than enough for the seeds they can handle. For seeds that are too hard or too big, they're often just ignored, or, in some cases, stored until they germinate. Evolution has already given them the perfect biological tools for this job, making outside tools unnecessary. This doesn't make them any less intelligent. In fact, what they actually do is arguably more impressive. Behaviors like damaging the radicle or controlling nest humidity show a highly sophisticated, evolved strategy for managing resources. It's not conscious planning like a human, but a finely tuned set of instincts, perfected over millions of years to make sure the colony survives. The myth was simple, but the reality is a testament to the elegant efficiency of evolution. If you're finding this trip into the hidden world, and now for the twist. Just when we've knocked ants off the tool-using pedestal, science comes in with a curveball. Ants do use tools, This has been clearly and repeatedly documented by scientists. They just do it for a totally different reason. Meet the ants of the Aphenogaster genus. Like many ants, they love a sweet treat. They're drawn to liquid food like nectar or juice from a fallen fruit. But they have a problem. Many of these ant species don't have a large, expandable social stomach, or crop, that other ants use to slurp up lots of liquid. So how does an Aphenogaster ant bring home the juice? It gets creative. It uses a tool. Researchers have watched these ants do one of the most fascinating things in the insect world. An ant will find a pool of liquid, like honey. It will then look around for a bit of leaf, a grain of sand, or a piece of dirt. It picks up this object, carries it to the liquid, and drops it in. After the material soaks up the fluid, the ant picks up its new sponge and carries it all the way back to the nest. There, it and its nestmates can lick the sweet liquid off the tool. This isn't an accident. It's a deliberate, efficient, and repeatable solution to a real problem. This tool use is anything but random. It's a sophisticated behavior that shows incredible judgment. Studies have shown that these ants are picky about their tools. When they have a choice, they show a clear preference for materials with better absorbent properties. They choose tools that are small enough to carry easily, but big enough to make the trip worthwhile. The choice can even change depending on things like how thick the liquid is or how far away the nest is. What's more, some evidence suggests this isn't even a colony-wide skill. Research on some species has shown that often, only a small number of workers specialize in using tools. These specialist tool users might even have certain personalities, being more exploratory than their nestmates. This points to a division of labor, where the whole colony benefits from the innovative skills of a few. This is genuine tool use, allowing them to tap into food resources that would otherwise be out of reach. So we're left with two incredible but very different stories. The story of harvester ants and their seeds, and the story of Aphenogaster and their sponges. Why the different strategies? It all comes down to the problem they're trying to solve. For a harvester ant, a seed is a solid object. The challenge isn't just getting the food inside, but preserving it and making it manageable. Their powerful mandibles are perfectly evolved for this. An external tool offers no real advantage. Also, their relationship with seeds isn't always about eating them. Many plants depend on ants to disperse their seeds in a process called myrmecochory. The seeds of these plants have a tasty, nutrient-rich attachment called an elaiosome. Ants carry the seed back to the nest, eat the elaiosome, and then toss the unharmed seed in their nutrient-rich trash pile. It's a beautiful example of teamwork between species. For the tool-using ants, the challenge is completely different. The food is liquid, and their bodies just aren't built for efficient transport. Their mandibles are useless. Their mandibles are useless. The debris sponge is a brilliant evolutionary workaround that lets them overcome their own physical limits. This difference is the key to understanding ant intelligence. It's not about one single type of cleverness. It's about being flexible and evolving specialized solutions for specific problems. So back to the big question, do ants really use tools to crack seeds? The popular stories and viral videos are, as far as science is concerned, a myth. But that shouldn't be a letdown. The truth is way more fascinating. Ants don't need tools for seeds because they are masters of their own biology and they're using powerful jaws and clever storage techniques to manage their food. And yet the story of ant tool use is absolutely true. Certain ants have developed the incredible ability to use tools as sponges. By busting one myth, we find a deeper truth. The world of ants isn't about one kind of genius, but 1,000 different kinds. The next time you see an ant, don't just wonder if it's clever. Wonder about the specific, incredible, and surprising way it has mastered its own world. What are some other amazing animal behaviors you've always been curious about? Let us know in the comments below. And for more deep dives into the surprising science of the world around us, make sure to subscribe to the channel.